Okay.
I actually giggle.
Well, he's meeting with 4 others this evening for a meal. If you're interested, I can pencil you into his schedule.
We are out of good food.
For when? Tonight?
Tonight.
With the others?
Yes.
From where are they from?
I forget exactly where they said, but they've been traveling north for quite some time.
Interesting. Very well.
It's 3 men and a woman.
3 men and a little lady?
Well, slight and frail. She's an elf.
Whoa. Aren't they though?
One young one, one older, and 2 older ones.
Are they all elves?
No.
Or just the lady?
I'd say... I'm not sure what one of them is. Maybe half-elf, maybe human. And the other 2 are most definitely humans. Elves don't gray as fast as the man does.
Sure.
Older man, a younger man, and then a middle-aged man or half-elf.
Remember the captain?
Captain Grayson?
Yes.
Are you saying this in character or out of character?
I think we're doing this out of character.
Right.
In character.
Oh, is this in character?
Probably.
You have to ask me. Like Kavar would.
Do you remember Captain Grayson?
That's the name. How did you know?
Amazing.
Just a feeling.
We're already acquainted. This will be a glorious reunion.
Yes, he was the group of, or he was the leader of, I think he called them the Grey Scouts.
The Grey
He wanted
Scouts.
to retire so he could go adventure.
Do you happen to have on record or in your memory if they had a banner or a symbol or anything like that?
No, just they all wore gray cloaks.
Okay.
I have their names.
That's okay.
Okay.
Do I remember if any of those had gray cloaks?
No.
Just wanted to rule that out.
No.
Okay, good.
Gray was not a color of Ketlin.
Okay. Good. Okay, well, please, if you could, arrange for us to be present at the dinner this evening, and without imposing, I would like to seek furnishings, accommodations for this evening, until the morning, at least.
Yes, general rule is assuming that Sir Silra does not deem you as liar, evil monsters and has to slay you on the spot, you are all given guest quarters within the keep.
Superb.
We'll also be needing beds.
Yes, beds are included. I haven't heard that one before. The keep is rather full, so I cannot allow you to choose your own rooms. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine, as long as I can choose mine.
Yes, out of the 3, I can let you choose whichever room you want of the 3 that are available.
Top bunk.
I'm sitting in the first chair. You didn't even get in mine.
As per Rule 31 of Castle Sirius, calling dibs is allowed.
Oh. Well.
So you have a written
God, I hope this
book
paladin's like 12.
that we could purchase or have so we could become acquainted with the laws of the land?
Per Rule 42, I am not allowed to sell said rules because Sir Silra changes them too often per Rule number 1.
Which is?
Rule number 1, all rules below are subject to immediate change by Sir Silra Justu.
Okay.
Superseded by Rule number 2, all rules below are subject to written change by the Castilian.
What's rule number 13?
Rule number 13 is, any immigrant to Castle Sirius will be given, at a minimum, 1 acre of land.
What's rule number 72?
Rule number 72 has not been written yet.
Yet. Oh, but it will, won't it? If you could please show us to our rooms, or have somebody sent to show us. Thank you.
I assume you do not need to know about the rule of no additional dragons allowed?
Actually, no, I do appreciate you telling us that.
Let me think if there's anything else you need to know. Besides general soliciting rules, try not to engage anyone in unsolicited requests for work, especially not the sorcerers or clerics, or the engineer. Do not talk to the engineer.
Okay. I'll talk to the engineer. Okay, engineer.
If you need anything out of the ordinary, you'll have to get a custom order from me. You look kind of the outdoorsy folk. No animals?
Just the horses, but they're already
good, because the guards would have already checked this, because animal companions are not allowed within the keep proper. No exceptions.
No, it's
Party animals?
Animal companions. If you meet Jonathan Stryker, you can ask him about that.
no, that's fine. I love that rule. You should make that rule down twice. Animal companions are dumb.
Please don't suggest it.
Please stop talking, sir.
All rules should be doubled.
And no one stabled war horses. I'm assuming you all have riding horses?
2 riding horses and a cart horse.
Good.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, draft.
Rule number 21 does not need to go into effect then.
What's rule number 21?
All war horses stabled within Castle Sirius territory change ownership immediately to Sir Silra, with a minimum of 125% compensation to the original owner.
What's rule number 22?
Rule number 22 is no more than 1 dragon will be allowed within the keep proper at any time.
Has anyone ever broken that rule?
Not yet.
Is there a dragon within the keep?
Selter.
Who's Selter?
Selter is Sir Silra's bonded mount.
A dragon?
Yes,
Oh, so no one else is allowed to have a dragon mount.
correct.
With it.
No dragons at all, not including mounts.
Sure. That's cool. So how do you know the guy?
How do I know Sir Silra?
Sir Silra.
He pays me
Oh.
to run this keep. In his absence, or during his, well, all the time, including while he's here.
A riding dragon. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
Do dragons poop?
Yes.
While flying?
Luckily, Selter is not normally here because Sir Silra is not often here.
Oh, where's he at?
Normally, he's off gallivanting.
Gallivanting.
What?
Galvanizing. Like, he's like putting gold on stuff.
Is that what galvanizing is?
Huh.
Okay then. Well,
We're pretty much just waiting for
we're
our
just-
companion to get back from the...
That's understandable. It'll be a few hours before our evening meal, so I can have a guard show you to your rooms, and in the meantime you can wait for evening meal, and you can meet Sir Sora and your adventuring friends.
Oh, rule number 7. I need to know.
Rule number 7. A provision ticket is required to purchase goods and materials within Castle Sirius territory.
Oh, how do we get one of them?
From me. If you want any special provisions, otherwise, as long as you are a common merchant, provision tickets are available at the exchanger inside the keep.
What if we're just looking to perhaps sell or barter some goods, but not as a merchant?
Bartering requires a license if you want to sell.
Okay.
is there any other rules we should know of?
Like I said, do not talk to the engineer. Do not try to purchase services from the clerics
Hey, only one
or
dragon allowed in the keep at a time. And
mages.
One in the keep.
Do not purchase services from clerics or mages.
Do not try to purchase without express written approval.
Stay away from the engineer.
And unlicensed magical acts within the keep proper are prohibited. Violation is punishable by law up to banishment for life.
Which rule is that?
That is rule number 15.
Okay.
What was it again?
No magic.
Oh,
Like this.
oh god, no. No.
I don't know magic.
Good berries.
Licensed magical acts can be performed, but require at minimum 1 quest performed for Lord Silra.
Huh. And who dishes out quests?
Lord Silra.
Intriguing.
I guess we'll head to our rooms now.
Do you have a significant other?
No, that's part of the contract.
Intriguing.
My significant other is the keep. He looks rather annoyed.
Which rule is that?
That's part of my contract.
Oh, all right.
I have a question. My question is, does anyone in this keep or town or land sell magical items?
No. You need a license.
To cast magic.
Sir
Yeah,
Silra
bye.
occasionally sells items from his personal stash. The best way to get an item from him, though, is to perform a quest, and normally he gives one out as a reward. Sometimes of your choosing.
Thank you. Is there anything that we can give you for your patience with us?
No, it's not allowed. No tips or bribes. Punishable by banishment.
That is the ultimate punishment.
When you get to name your own salary, it is.
Well, we're off to our room now.
Okay.
Will somebody come to our rooms and alert us if we are to dine?
Yes, you'll be... dinner bell will sound throughout the keep.
Super. Thanks.
All right.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
With that, that is probably a good stopping point.